Sometimes it feels like the world's moving on, or it feels like I'm already gone. Some say that's just a sign that it's right before dawn. I say the only way I can describe it is sometimes I'm watching my son on his bike and I feel like a ghost on the lawn. I feel like the host and the best of me fed something else and I'm fit to be pawned. I feel like the very last fish in the pond. And tonight they'll be flooding the valley and I'll be alone in the reservoir, endlessly carrying on, deathless and bound, down to a depth I attempted to sound until I thought maybe my sound was gone. Held in a prison whose walls my fists have been pounding on, whose CCTV turned to a live stream soon as the stream of the reservoir split the walls. And I didn't make waves or a scene, I kept my head down and I drowned to embrace it all. Found what was left of myself caught up in a tangle of trees and debris when the waters receded, and maybe I'd needed that all along. Maybe my peace is the breath of relief in the break of a song. Maybe I'm right at the peak of my being as soon as I speak the last words aloud. Through the fury of my heart beating, maybe I'm only deceiving myself. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm nearer to right than I'd like to admit, and that's why I'm convinced I'm splintering. Maybe the truth is once you let the light in, the brightness is fixed to your eyelids and there's no forgetting, no matter how heavy the curtains are drawn. Maybe I'm right at the peak of my being as soon as I speak the last words aloud, and then the moment is gone. Maybe I'm more than a ghost on the lawn. But maybe that's just what a ghost would be telling itself to attempt to keep calm. Maybe I'll try to disarm myself, only to find that I'm all of the wires attached to the bomb. Find that they run through the lines of my palms, and then learn the device is entwined in my final reserves of resolve. So that if it ignites, I might just step outside myself, place my concern for your current events on an often neglected shelf, killing my drive to create and then claiming defense of myself. And watching as everyone else just keeps revolving. Like maybe them forcing insolvency on us just couldn't be helped, or honestly, we couldn't tell. Maybe those questions are better off left to be muttered ad nauseum after I'm tossed in a cushioned and carpeted cell, singing the ballad of suicide hotline workers who know that they'd only be calling themselves. Who know we are stuck in the clutches of leaders who publicly honor the fallen, privately set up a system that sees to it we are eternally falling, and privately plot the demise of us all while they carefully measure the plots that we'll fall in. The mandatory mass grave cascade we are soon to star in. And I'll push the thought aside, like the fog of a chlorine gas hanging thick in my mind. And then I'm standing outside. I'm looking at the sky. I can smell the charcoal of someone's fire. I see my son out on his bike. In a moment that although I'm standing within it, I still feel it passing by. It's like it's fading into time. And suddenly it's 20 years behind.
All right, let's see. Here's a little classic ditty everybody knows.
Little boxes on the hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky, little boxes on the hillside, little boxes all the same. There's a green one and a blue one, a pink one and a yellow one, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky. They all look just the same. And the people in the houses all went to the universities where they were put in boxes. They came out all the same. And they're doctors and they're lawyers and business ticky-tacky, they all look just the same. She stands with a well-intentioned man, but she can't relax with his hands on the small of her back. And as the flash bulbs burst, she holds a smile like someone would hold a crying child. Soon everybody will ask, what became of you? When your heart was dying fast and you didn't know what to do. Oh, cat, well, it seemed that you live in someone else's dreams, in a hand-me-down wedding dress, where the things they could have been are oppressed. But you said your vows, and you closed the door on so many men who would have loved you more. Soon everybody will ask, what became of you? Oh, when your heart was dying fast and you didn't know what to do. And the whispers that it won't last roll up and down the pews. If their hearts were dying that fast, they'd have done the same as you. Kath, I'd have done the same as you. Mormon courtship. We can watch TV together, but not in the same house. We can watch TV together, but not on the same couch. And in 6 months, you can take your sweater off and I can see your blouse. Girl, look at that blouse. Oh, it's a beautiful blouse with some round cap sleeves that your grandma gave you last Christmas Eve. She made them from your granddad's jeans. Your dead granddad's jeans. just Mormon courtship. We can have dinner together, but not in the same bed. Fuck.
Is that the lyrics?
Mormon courtship. We can go see a band, but we can't see the same band. We can go share some soup, but not from the same can. And in 1 year, I'll get to hold your sweet hand. I'll get to hold your hand. I'm gonna write you a letter saying how much I care. And once your mom reads it, and your dad reads it, and his brother, and his second cousin, and the barber, and the village elder, well, baby, someone's gonna give it to you. You could finally read it too. It's just Mormon courtship. It's just Mormon courtship. Girl, look at that blouse. My lover's arms, well, they begged me to stay. And I know this song, they will take me away. But my daughter's eyes, they are two tiny seas, whose waters will rise when they run down her cheeks. Father, where do you go? So far out across the sea. When are you coming home to me? Darling, where do you leave? As the north wind begins to blow, will you be coming home to me? Gold and the blade, they are all that I know. The sea calls my name, and there so I must go. While they still sleep, well, I slip out the door. But how can I leave when my anger is sore? Father, where do you go? It's farther than I can see. Will you be coming home to me? Darling, why do you leave? As the north wind begins to blow, will you be coming home to me?
It costs that much 'cause it takes me fucking hours. It costs that much 'cause I don't have superpowers. So you need to pay for my skills 'cause exposure doesn't pay the bills. It costs that much 'cause it takes me fucking hours. You need to pay for my skills 'cause exposure doesn't pay the bills. It costs that much 'cause it takes me fucking hours.
We have a great show for you this evening, apparently.
Oh no.
Duck! Oh no! Jesus!
I am. I'm great. There we go. Could I do that again? Cut. Action.
Hold it down.
Oh my god. I'm trying
hold
so
it.
hard.
Hold.
Wait, I got mine. Wait. Sir, this is a Wendy's. You really are stoned, aren't you? I'm like still trying to figure out if you are or not. I've been seriously trying to figure out for so long.
Well now, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Secret Show. I'm your host, Uncle Warren. If you are new, please like, share, and subscribe. Obey the chicken. The chicken is our overlord. The chicken will destroy our souls. Thank you, chicken, for not killing us tonight. Folks, we're going to get to the chat, and I'm going to bring in our special folks here in just a second. But first, since in honor of Jimmy Dore selling powdered lettuce on his show now, apparently he's selling some bullshit like protein powder or something, whatever. I said, fuck it. We're selling out here at the Secret Show. So we got a couple sponsors to make sure I don't get in the mix. So one of our sponsors is Big Ernie's Chicken Shack. Big Ernie's Chicken Shack. We are located on the highway. That's what they say. Big Ernie's Chicken Shack. And also by Bud Spanky's Oral Sex Parlor. Bud Spanky's. We blow away the competition. All right. So enough of that selling out shit. Or at least for now. Let me bring in the family. Everybody's here. We got Miss Jimmy here, and she's doing some sort of weird shit with her nose. And then we got jessejet in the mix, of course. Honey, you okay? Everything fine? Did you have a nosebleed? Do I need to call?
Yeah, I made a beard because you shaved yours, so I was gonna put one on.
Oh, I see.
And it's just not working out that well. So there's your beard. I have Warren's beard if anyone wants to know. I took it.
You look like you just put your
if you want a little extra, I can like send you some.
You look like you just put your face in one of those comedy pies. You know what I mean? Like, you just got the shit all over your mouth there, you know, so that's all right.
Oh. Dude, the comment section is up in Bulla about your fucking mustache and beard right
it's
now.
Beard Gate. It really is.
It is.
I know,
Oh,
right?
man.
Listen, there were reasons. I wouldn't cut it off.
Let's hear those reasons. I'm sure the chat would love to hear your reasons.
You have to see. I feel like I've deprived our audience of a portion of my face that they don't get to see. So now they get the full 100%. So everything is fine and or dandy. So no, actually, and plus it's getting warm around here too. So the beard had to come off. The hair's going to be coming off again pretty soon too. So Walter White will be back in the house.
I'm not gonna lie,
so,
I've been thinking about that. I've been there. I'm looking at my hair lately, just like you're next. Like you're.
I don't know, dude. You have beautiful hair though. Mine looks like
I'm just like
mine looks like a 70s nightmare. Mine looks like something like out of like a Roger Corman film. So I don't even know what that means. We should shout out the chat because everybody came here to see Jimmy and JJ here. So we have a lot of folks here. We got of course Jesse's in the mix there.
Right,
we
got
Beast. We got Beast Bones in the house. One of our producers here. Good to see you, Les Bones. Rick's here. Def's here. Cynical Girl. Oh, it's been a minute. Good to see you, sweetie. We got Jacob here. Sam Cedar is king. Who else we got here? California Fools. And we got Willie Bragg show. Great show earlier tonight, Willie. Willie's got some familia in town, so he had to do a little shorty, but it was good to see him this evening. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Willie Bragg show on YouTube on his channel, and he's also on KRTD too on Saturday nights. We got Ed Heller in the mix too. Pizza Man. He was showing off in our group chat on Twitter, he was showing off this sourdough thin crust pizza that he's doing. I was like, I said, I am DMing you my mailing address right now.
It looks so good.
Yeah, it was so good. Oh man, I know. That's the reason being Chicago, so Ed can make you pizzas.
For real.
He just makes it look so damn good. We got DJ we got DJ Comatose here. I know D from around the world with Brandy and D was here earlier too. Good to see you. I know Miguel was here. Miguel was having some problems. Miguel is like one of our stalwarts, right? He's here every Saturday, always hooking us up whenever we can't remember shit, because the guy's like a fucking genius. But he's having some power issues, so send some positive vibes towards Miguel so that his power comes back on. We got Rick here, and who else? I think that's it. I think that's all for now. So now I can divert my attention to you lovely folks here that are with me. Of course, we've got the wonderful and talented Jessejet. Good to see you, brother. How are things?
You too. Not bad. Yeah, things are good. I'm excited to be here. As we've had a couple times we've tried to set this up, and every time it's been like I've either been sick or my kid was sick, because much like everyone's kids now, it's just when he's not sick, he's getting over being sick, and then he's gearing up for the next one. In fact, he had a stomach bug last week, and we got him checked out at the doctor, and they were like, real quick, we're just gonna swab him for strep because there's a lot of strep going around. I'm like, sure. He hadn't had any throat symptoms, so they swabbed him. A few minutes later, like, yeah, he's negative, you're good. So a week later, they call us. They're like, hey, so we ended up doing a culture on that, and he actually did have strep. Like,
Ooh.
Oh, you mean this whole last week that he was at school? That's cool. So my son was just Typhoid Mary, just strolling around school. Interestingly enough, his teacher was out with a sore throat the other day. So it's funny how that works. It takes a week to find out. Then yeah, he never had a sore throat, never had any symptoms. So apparently he's just, he's the kid they're going to make the cure from. And
he's patient zero.
We just
I
had
see
him
him at
going to school,
just
and it
going,
was like totally normal. Yeah, exactly. I didn't get it. My wife didn't get it, but like, I mean, God knows, it's a kid. If he's got a cough, he's going to do it in your face. If he's got to talk, he's going to do it right here.
Why do kids do that? Why are kids always going to be like right there in your face? And like, dude,
it is.
I can hear you from over there. It's fine.
Being a musician, I'm used to people talking that way in a bar. Drunk people always want to talk like directly into your face. And so after a while, you get used to that kind of little side lean around and kind of guide them into a seated position. So.
Yeah, I guess so. It's been a while since I've been in the crowded bar scene. I had to leave that life behind because I found out that I don't like most people. So I had to
that tracks.
I had to get out of there. I can't be in close proximity to people in general. So that's why I like doing this, Although I mean, I'm sure everybody here is just lovely, wonderful people, but I'll never know
for the rest of them.
I feel like this is it, right? I would never have anybody come into my place and be close to me because they'd be like, "Wow, this place is a shithole." And so that's one reason why I don't like people's, because they make fun of my place. But anyway, I got nothing. How are you? Got a new album out, don't you? King of Segway said.
I do. A couple since I was last on with you, because I think when I was last on with you, I might have just been wrapping up a spoken word thing after the Grift, which there were a couple of those. Dropped last collection of songs was Christmas Eve, and that was Everyone Who Disagrees with You is an Extremist. And then I just put out a spoken word album, mostly inspired by East Palestine, just a couple weeks ago, and that is and then The Sky Slammed Shut. which is a title I've
Right
been
on.
holding on to for a long time. Wanted to use for something, and it fit that subject matter better than anything else would ever. So, yeah.
Well, we'd love to hear a couple of tunes on here shortly. If you wouldn't mind doing so. And Jimmy, you just need to quiet up. You're just talking way too much. All right.
Please.
I can't get a word in edgewise.
What?
I mean, okay, so this is me in a nutshell.
Not such an asshole after all.
No, you were right. I'm just your kind of asshole.
Okay, so we have to do this thing, Jesse, where we have to check in with Chicken City.
Say no more.
I'm gonna do that right now. Hopefully this works. So here we are. It's Chicken City in a little weird spot there, but that's okay. Chicken City on the YouTubes there. Check them out for great stoner and conspiracy theory talk in the chat. Highly recommend it. California Fool says Jimmy's speaking telepathically, so that's why she's not talking with her words.
Who said that?
California Fools in the chat.
Nice. Nice.
Jimmy is speaking with her mind. Wait, let me see. There we go. She's speaking telepathically. I didn't know you had those skills, Jimmy. That's pretty cool.
I am female, so.
Oh, that's true.
I did have a sister growing up, so you usually learn telepathy when you have a sister growing up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. I had two sisters, and yeah, they always knew what the hell I was doing. I was like, damn it, I could do nothing. So I don't know.
But I have to agree with Jesse. Like, toddlers are freaking ridiculous. It's been a long time since I've had a toddler. And when I was taking my kid out snowboarding today, my sister and her husband and their kids came, and they have a 2.5-year-old little boy. And I have never seen the like spawn of Satan materialized in person until today. And he like was running and screaming. I was running around everywhere. We finally got him in my sister's car, and we're in the front 2 seats, and we're talking and hanging out, and he's eating, and he's like right in between us standing there, and he looks like at my sister, and then he looks right over at me, and I look at him, and he just coughs right in my face. I'm like, what the fuck are you just doing? What did you just do right now? The worst thing I've ever experienced. Like, this fucking close to my face just coughed. I was like, you little bastard.
That's funny.
Was that Jesse's child? Was that the one? Because is this kid on tour with you? What the hell, man?
And see, mine is 6, but when he is sick or when he has something communicable, even if he's not symptomatic, it's like he's got to just come get right up for every cough. Every little he's got to be right there for you. So yeah,
either that or Satan is just spawning more children. Yeah.
And you can always tell, like, for him, that all of a sudden there'll just be this evening where he's kind of asshole-ish, kind of a little moody, and you're like, oh fuck, I bet he's getting sick. And then sure enough, the next day there's the cough. It's like there's this one night where like, and he's a really like he's obsessed with art. He is drawing and developing really quickly and watching tutorials and shit on YouTube and like drawing some really impressive stuff. But today was this very tortured artist moment where he was working with like graph paper, and he kept kind of getting his shit just one grid off, and he was getting so mad, and he would erase and start over. And finally he just gets up, I hear this and he just gets up and he balls it up and very, very like ceremonially walks over to the garbage and just throws it into the garbage and goes into the living room and sits down. just like, I'm fucking done with this kind of move. It was so good.
So artistic.
Do one of those old school, like the old world, like the old ladies that would do the fingers and go, do the spit thing. And just like,
Make it again.
That's what my mom would do, man. But if my mom didn't like somebody, she'd do that up and down look at him. She'd go like that. I'm like, fuck, man. Did she put like some sort of fucking voodoo curse on him or something?
Hex. Yeah.
I know, right? That's why I love my mom, because I was like, this woman could whoop my ass with magic. I'm pretty sure that she could. I just want to shout out Mad Mom's over there holding it, and Jim are holding it down on the Rockfin. Good to see y'all over there. Nice promo jingle, by the way, extra Bulla. Well, thank you, Mad Mom.
Shout out, Mad
very
Mom.
Sweet.
Love you.
Mad Mom is cool. And we got over here on the YouTubers, some folks sneaking in late. We got sneaking into church late while the sermon's going on. We got DJ Hi Yona in the house. Good to see you, Yona. Ghost Start's here too, and Kate is here as well. Welcome one and all to the Midnight Ball. It's what we do every Saturday night here in the middle of the night while normal people are asleep. We're doing this crazy shit. So we have some we got some videos here, Jesse. So we're hyping you up, so we're gonna get some tunes here in a minute, but first we gotta make these fools sit through this bullshit I'm about to put up. So anyway, last week Jimmy and I got the pleasure of premiering our buddy Drunken Unicorn's comedy video. If you haven't subscribed to Drunken Video, it's a Drunken Video. Drunk Unicorn Comedy is the name of the channel. I know. That's gonna be the thing now. That's just like the jessejet staple now. So anytime you mess up, so I'm just going fuck.
Cut. Oh Jesus.
Oh, Death to Tyrants in the chat too. Good to see you. I'm sorry. I saw you in there earlier and I forgot to see you. But yeah, I know, right? This is just one of those weird times. But so Drunk Unicorn Comedy's got another fun thing for us here. And this time, so last time I think he had Joe Biden talking about like aliens or something like that, aliens in the basement of the White House. So this time he's got Trump in the mix, and oh boy, chaos ensues. So let's check this out real quick. This is President Donald Trump addresses conspiracy against him. Oops. All right. Hold please.
I'm gonna mute myself so I can tune.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
It's me, your favorite president, Donald J. Dump. As you may have heard from the fake news media, there's many people have been trying to stop me from running in 2024. They've even threatened to arrest me. The Donald. Can you believe that nonsense? There's a huge conspiracy to try and stop me. I heard President Joe Biden has even tapped my phone.
Where'd you hear that?
Joe, was that you? I knew you were tapping my phone.
No, you don't. You didn't hear nothing.
Joe, I know it's you. I clearly hear you.
No, shh. You don't hear me?
Joe, I know it's you. How dare you tap the Donald's phone like this? So now you're just going to be quiet?
Hey, Jill, come check this out. I'm messing with Donald. Wait, is this thing not on mute?
I can still hear you, Joe.
Come on, man. This isn't Joe. It's just a cross connection. Or maybe even a spooky ghost. Whoa, the government isn't spying on you or anyone. Also, you should drop out of the presidential election.
Wrong. I'm the greatest president since Thomas Edison. Also, I know you're not a ghost, Joe.
Whoa, Thomas Edison wasn't even president.
Wrong. Fake news.
Whoa, the goose connection is fading.
Did you just say goose connection?
Come on, man. You know I said ghost.
I definitely heard goose.
Whatever, you dog-faced pony soldier. President Ghost Biden out. Beep, beep, beep.
Are you just saying beep to pretend you hung up on me? You know, that's not how phones work, right?
Beep, beep, beep.
The real president is hanging up now. Bye, Dementia Joe. Say hi to Jill for me.
Will do, Donald. Bye.
Oh,
So awesome.
that's Drunk Unicorn Comedy on the YouTubes. Check them out. I think we got them down in the
Goose connection killed me. I was not ready for that.
beep beep beep. That's not how
Beep,
phones
beep,
work,
beep.
Joe.
Oh goddamn.
Yeah. So we're putting Drunken Unicorn to work. So he's gonna be making some more of those for us. Hopefully more. Hopefully he doesn't get scared and run off. So, but that was just fun. Thank you so much, Drunken Unicorn. We appreciate you, buddy. Uh-oh. Nope. You can stop that, mister. Anyway, let's see. Let me get back here. I'm doing different things here, so things are weird, but wonderful at the same time. Okay, so, Jesse, I know you don't have too long to stay on tonight, so we want to take advantage of you if we can, and not in that kind of way.
Excuse me?
We'll take advantage of you in that kind of way after the show, so I can change into my Spider-Man outfit. And I think Jimmy has like a Thor outfit she's gonna put on or something like. Isn't that right? With the thing with the horns, or was that for something else? I can't remember what that was.
I have, as you remember, my son's little captain's.
Oh,
complete with earpiece too, so I can like check the shit. So
this show gets so weird. This show keeps getting weirder and weirder all the time.
You said I had to put something on. It's all I've got.
You look like you're shaving, Jimmy. It looks like you shaved your sideburns off, and you're gonna keep the goat. You're wondering if you want to keep the goat. See, look, let me tell you about the progression of men shaving, all right? So when men have a beard, they contemplate like, you know, certain styles and stuff like they want to do with their beard. Like what would work? You know, what is a good style to do, right? Like maybe it's like a nice unkempt beard, you want to trim it down, you just want to keep the full beard. Or maybe you want to do the goat,
or the Lost
right?
at Sea special.
Right, or the Martin Van Buren, where you shave all this off in the middle, and then you just leave the super, you know, Charlie Rich 1970s chops down to the, you know, they're just like down here, you know, like you look like an 18th century U.S. president.
I think of
Crocus
exactly.
chops.
Word for word, all of those things too, but you know, with my vagina. So.
But yes, that's true. Well, okay, so yes, this does apply to the vaginas too, because once you shave, that's it. You can't erase. You can't do Control Z and undo.
Right. Right.
Once you shave,
sometimes I want to like leave the middle alone and just get the outsides, you know.
Right. I could see like your vagina looking like Maynard G. Krebs, you know, just kind of like this little ball at the end. Like the clitoris is up here, but then at the bottom of the labia. Is there undergrowth? Is there an underbush?
I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, come on, y'all. I'm being clinical.
I just made a joke and you like passed the drawing line.
I'm just saying, is there a secret world under there where there's like a rainforest that no one knows about? That may be where the lost city of gold is.
Never know. Just keep searching until you find it, I guess.
I don't know if I want to find that. That would mean that having a hairy gooch. And I don't know if you want that. You want to do you want a hairy taint? Do you want a hairy grundle? Exactly. Stuff and Dingo in the house. Dingo said it best. Wait a minute, where is it? Please, for Jesus, where is it? Oh my God, it was so good. They said taint beard. Taint beard. There it is. Taint beard.
I was doing fine, and then Grundle really put me over.
Come on, Jesse. It hasn't been on long. You know how stupid this show gets.
Oh God.
So all right. Is it? Do you call it a taint? I've heard Grundle, and I've heard gooch. Are there any more? Anybody in the chat?
That's all I'm aware of. To me personally, it's taint. I feel like it's a taint.
Yeah.
Yeah, taint. Okay, well, taint is industry standard, but I'm looking for like some new ones. Like if anybody has like any other names for the taint. Like I said, gooch. I heard grundle one time. And I was like, what the fuck's a grundle? It's the same thing as a gooch. I'm like, but what's a gooch?
Well, isn't it? It's also the chode, isn't it? The chode.
Chode. That's another one.
There you go.
Deaf in the Deaf in the comments.
I'll tell you one. I promise.
Dev in the comments called it scrunt. He called it a scrunt. SKRUNT.
What you guys do behind closed doors is your own business.
Jesus Christ, boy, this show devolved into madness. I knew it would though, which is fine. Anyway, enough about this talking about the undercarriage, as they say. We have Jesse here for a reason. Two reasons. One, because he's our bud, we love him so much, and two, he's a great musical talent. Now that I got him all verklempt, I don't know if he's gonna be able to sing.
I was about to say, there's no way I'm gonna get all the way through this without thinking about Grundle and fucking losing it, just going off the rails. Oh man,
what if there's like a little? What if your taint has like a little Hitler mustache down there? You know, would it be fascist? Would it be a fascist taint? Anyway, okay. I've said too much.
Fascist Grundle. Air Grundle.
Now that's a Third Reich I can get behind. The Grundle. I don't know. It was a buddy in California that told me that. There's a guy from Maine. I guess in Maine they call them Grundles. I was like, okay.
The Grundle sounds like something that they're going to lock you in the Grundle's cage. Like you're going to be dropped in with the Grundle, Rancor-esque kind of vibes from
the
Grundle.
Side character from Lord of the Rings that didn't make the cut. It's like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how it was to have sex with a woman in the 70s. So.
Oh, they had just like this Bob Ross thing going on downstairs.
Right.
The underbush.
Jimmy just holding her fire like a sniper until the right moment, and
she is a fucking sniper.
It's like life exits the body in this instant. It's like, oh, there it goes.
Jesse and I are like shotguns and AK-47s. Jimmy's up on the hill 2 miles away, just like she's got like the camouflage all over her and stuff. And
had to piss myself a dozen times for this, but it was worth it.
That's right.
Oh, I'm glad I peed before the show started. Otherwise, this would be a water couch. So, and we don't want that.
Oh, Jesus,
okay.
Murphy.
So, all right, serious face.
Okay.
Come on, man. We're trying to be serious here. So, oh, come on, we don't need that. All right, so Jesse, you got a song for us. You have a new album, right? You want to tell us about that?
So, newest album is spoken word only, and it's 6 pieces, mostly inspired by the East Palestine derailment. This is a song off the album right before that, which was Christmas Eve. This song especially, now that I've started doing it acoustic, it's so much fun to play acoustic, and I almost wish I had recorded a version like that. So I might have to record an acoustic version of this down the road, because I love doing this. Like most of my stuff, it's not really about any one thing. It's just kind of a fucking rant about everything set to a song. But I wanted to, with that album, have it be a little more accessible, a little more listenable for the average bear. So I tried to have it be over some nice, kind of danceable, earwormy beats. And in the instance of this song, throw in some vocalizations, some Father John Misty shit, just some oh-ohs. There's some stuff that I don't usually do, but that in the instance of this song really did help kind of flesh it out. And yeah, shout out to Hardlands Media, because they've been bumping this song at the beginning of a ton of their shows for a while now, and all of a sudden it's like it's doing my version of numbers on Spotify. Like, I don't see an awful lot of streams, so what I do see means the world. And this is lately my top song on Spotify. So yeah, this is off of Everyone Who Disagrees with You is an Extremist. This is called Depop Culture.
I guess this isn't such an awful place. Is that what you want me to say? You prove it's possible to sleep for days and still think you're right here awake. The cost of living isn't much to make, but God, it's so hard to save. And when they told you everything was safe, were you safe? You safe? I guess this isn't such an awful place. Is that what you want me to say? You prove it's possible to sleep for days and still think you're right here awake. The cost of living isn't much to make, but God, it's so hard to save. And when they told you everything was safe, were you safe? Were you safe?
Fresh off the masses, the brand new cancerous growth, who has come here to vie for your vote. Come here to cry at the camps and to mourn at the shore for the bodies that float by the wreck of an immigrant boat. Then it's back to their luxury home, couple security booths and a moat, a couple cigars, little escargot, little booze and a soak. They just breathe in the steam and the smoke. The pink salt lavender candles are low. Shit, when you do what you do, got a life in the load, and he got a life of his own. It's a sight to behold, and it's a lot to control, to decipher the code or to siphon the soul. See, the cost of a good night's sleep for the working elite is a bargain, no matter the toll. It's worth any wager, and that comes straight from the mouth of the means to the goal that will swallow us whole. And it's ripe for the picking if you don't mind mold, and you know I don't. Maybe we're pleasantly prone, maybe we're taking a licking, compliantly ticking and ticking and ticking, but never explode. See, I don't deliver the prettiest image, but damn if it isn't an accurate vision of natural fission, of rage at the system and abject heartbreak, patiently waiting for any who'll listen. See, that little blue bird who was watching your words is a federal carrier pigeon. It's a Langley first. It's a patient observer who hears what it wants and is trained for the worst. Oh, you got nothing to hide? They'll be the ones to decide that after they root for your purse, after they read all your texts, after they raid your apartment and confiscate all of its contents, conjure up evidence out of the air on a wing and a prayer and malicious intelligence nonsense. With any presumption of innocence long since gone, right along with your comforts and constants. Historically, first they will come for the communists. So why in the fuck would I say I'm a communist? See, it might be I love my community more than the monsters of opulence who are holding us hostage, who are vomiting promises. Might be I'm all done seeing our pensions and benefits harvested. Might be I'm all done watching the populace being disarmed in the guise of an armistice. Watching a woman collapse on the floor who will rise no more. She's wheeled out the door and you're next in line for the pharmacist. Shit, if you could get me to vote, it's a hard no confidence. But part of the charm of deception is politics wearing the mask of incompetence. It's all in the art of austerity, darling, it's all in the slide of the providence. Until home is as wide as your cubicle height, and it's only as deep as your coffin is. maybe I'm miles away from impatience, aching to break off the head of the snake where the capital lust, reptile brain, and the margin of profit is. Like, off with his. Like, off with his. I guess this isn't such an awful place. That what you want me to say. You prove it's possible to sleep for days and to still think you're right here awake. The cost of living isn't much to make. But God, it's so hard to save when they told you everything was safe. You safe.
And that's Depop culture.
I'm sorry I missed that. Can you play it again? It was I was working on a crossword puzzle, and wait, what? Shot who? Anyway, no, that was beautiful, man. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
And I know a lot of the peeps in the chat were putting in the Bandcamp link to find all your music. We also have that down below in the description too. So please, please check out jessejet on Bandcamp. And throw them some bones too. I know you're doing you're giving them songs away, but you know, if you got some bones, throw them his way. You know,
as much as the next guy.
It costs that much because it takes him fucking hours. Okay, that's the song says. Fucking hours. Do I gotta play that shit again? I'm not gonna play it. Oh, but that was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. So
thank you. Seriously, thank you.
Jimmy, did you like that?
Yeah, that was really good. Of course.
No,
yeah.
Of course.
Jimmy,
right, what am I gonna say? Fuck no.
I can take it or leave it.
Right.
Jimmy,
no, I love Jesse's music. He always puts out bangers. So
thanks, Jimmy.
That's good. Yeah.
Jimmy is so stoned tonight. I love it. I love it.
I'm
So
always stoned.
we take turns. We take turns being like stoned on the show. I don't think both of us are stoned.
Super irresponsible of you to be stoned on air, Jimmy.
That's right. That's right.
Whenever I get stoned, though, it's very noticeable. Jimmy is very. She's pretty even keel across the board. So you know, she pretty much people know what your shit's like.
The whole time.
Me, I'm like Floyd the Barber from the Andy Griffith Show, you know, just like the later years when he's like, I'm like one of those, just.
He's always just doing this weird, very methy kind of conniving little moments to himself. Yeah.
Yep.
See, in the early years, he was crystal meth Floyd. Because he was like, oh, Andy, you know, he's always running around and shit. You know, he looked like he was looking for you know, he wants to get that crack, you know, because you know, Floyd likes that crack.
It's super left field. Do you happen to have the I'll buy that for $1 clip locked and loaded still in one of your chambers? Is that still in your bag of tricks? That hits me just this comedic gut punch. I can't begin to tell you.
I'd buy that for $1.
That time that you hit me with that and froze it, I was just choking out in this chair. It was so bad.
I love that movie.
Oh man,
it's so bad it's good. It's like that and Roadhouse are like two of my favorite so bad it's good movies. That was from RoboCop. That was from RoboCop. That's right. I always want to say it was from Total Recall, but that was the I'd buy that for $1 is from RoboCop. So that's a great bad movie. That has is that the one? It's like I remember like back in the 80s, like Ronnie Cox was in all these movies, right? So you had Ronnie Cox in like Total Recall where he was the asshole. I think he was the asshole. No, was he the asshole in yeah, I think he was. I think he was the boss in RoboCop too. So Ronnie Cox is also in the movie Deliverance from way back, but he doesn't play an asshole. He plays a really nice guy, but he doesn't get he doesn't
one of
get
the few nice guy roles in that movie.
Yeah, he doesn't get pig buggered like Ned Beatty, but I I'm sure he was next in line. Jimmy, that face. Let's see that up close. There it is. Dun, dun, dun. You're like
the things you guys say. Usually when you guys are talking about things I don't know about, I'm in the chat, so I could just be quiet and be like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But now you get to see my face when you guys talk about things I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, she's right. What the hell's this broad doing here? Anyway, Jesse, it's always good to see you. That one, right?
I thought she'd never oh, sorry. I mean, what's more, they say Hitler wouldn't ride in elevators. Isn't that crazy?
I know. And that's how a bill becomes a law. So, you know, the more you know.
Oh, God.
That's look, Jimmy is the boss of this show, but I'm the equalizer because I have the power of the tools and the toys here. So all Jimmy can do is make fun of me and be stoned the whole night. So yeah.
My two favorite things to do.
This was funny. Death the Tyrant says, "Damn, pretty girl got Putin her place."
Oh!
It did.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Real quick. So my kid has great comedic timing so far. Really good understanding of puns. And he's been in this phase lately where he's just serving them up. Every chance he gets, he's just cooking up puns, sending them up to me. And it really, really solid. The other day he had one I had to like sit back and like just like, I'm really proud of you. Like, I'm really fucking proud of you. So he just recently learned about the word piss. And he knows that, you know, in certain circumstances at home, we'll let it slide, but just, you know, not outside the house. It all started from calling the cats by going piss, 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 because that's what works. And then he was like, "What are you saying?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm saying bis, bis, bis." And finally he was like, "No, you're saying piss, piss." And finally we explained, okay, so here's why you can't just say piss all the time. So then he understands clearly, you know, you got to keep it in your pocket, but you can have a little piss once in a while as a treat. He comes
That's
up
what
to me
my
the other
dad
day.
used to say when he locked me in the shed. Here, you can have some piss if you're good. Anyway, I'm sorry.
And he
Please
says,
continue.
"Hey, Dad, you know what a cat's favorite curse word is?"
Oh, no.
I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Purpose." And he was like purpose? I was like, "Oh my God. Oh my God, that dude. Fucking yes." Like, it absolutely, like, high five. Like, man, don't tell that at school, but go tell your mom. She's going to love that.
Purpose.
So good.
Oh, we laughed to keep from crying.
Playing okay, we were watching Nightmare Before Christmas one day, and he was like, "Why does it have to say Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas?" I was like, some directors do that. Tyler Perry, Tim Burton, you know, all the greats. And then a little while later, we're playing Mario, and there's a level called Timber Tower, and he looks at me and he goes, "More like Tim Burton's tower, am I right?" He hits me with the "am I right?" I'm like, oh God, you're absolutely my kid. It's just so beautiful.
That was a good one. I give him props for that.
All of a sudden, he has his mic in his hand, and there's a spotlight. He goes,
exactly right. And I need him with the old, long, skinny Gene Rayburn mic with the tiny little ball.
Oh, yeah.
Big pan to camera, very Telemundo kind of raised eyebrow. Like, that is his style. It's, yeah. That's beautiful. Awesome. Beautiful thing.
She had so much hair on her taint, she called it a blank. Bam, boom, 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 boom. That's from Match Game, so that was the Gene Rayburn
then
reference.
Little Charles Nelson Riley, all of a sudden, my hair's
I love you because you have an old soul, man. You just have this old soul. You pulling out the Gene Rayburn and the Charles Nelson Riley, and some of these Gen Zers in the chat are like, who? Is that? I mentioned Nipsey Russell the other day to somebody, and he goes, "No, that's Nipsey Hussle." And I went,
That's what I would have said.
and I said, "No, bitch, it's Nipsey Russell. You know, the original rhymer from the game shows." And they're like, "I was born in boobity boo." I said, "Well, yeah, well, Google was born in boobity boo, so look that shit up because I'm not going to be your fucking teacher today." So anyway, you know,
I can hold everybody's hand for a soupy sales joke. You know, you're either with me or you're not.
man, this is just like you were like at the
Who I
airport,
am.
man. There is shit flying over people's heads left and right tonight, and I love it. So the oldsters in
Walking
the
in the
chat
store,
are
baby.
probably like, yes, yes, more random 70s references, please.
One time at work, I was leaving and a girl was pulling out of the parking lot and she had her bag on top of her car. And I go like this to her and she like, what? And I'm like, roll down your window. And finally I was like, your window. And then she rolls it down. She goes, why are you doing cat paws at me? I was like, that's how you roll down a, oh God, I'm ancient, aren't I? Oh geez.
That's cat paw? Wait a minute.
I need to pull over and process this. I'm just like, wow, roll your window down.
Oh no.
Cat paws?
What?
I mean, what? Do cats know how to roll down windows? When the fuck did that fucking evolution happen? What the
I
fuck?
had a cat do that once. On the way to the vet, we're like, it's okay if he gets out of the carrier for a minute. It's only a short drive. And all of a sudden, he literally goes to the window and rolls down the fucking thing and tries to jump out. So
Oh, the little button
he
just
didn't make
goes.
it. He just pushed
I
it
thought
down
your
and
cat
just held
was
it down.
going
Yeah.
like this.
It was like,
I
these
thought your cat.
goddamn power windows. It's
I know, right?
It's all a conspiracy by Big Window to kill cats.
Cats will try to
Don't
make
get
you
me
think they're not.
started.
They'll try to make you think they're not that smart, but cats are pretty fucking smart. They really are. So,
yeah. Too
so,
smart.
Jesse, I know we didn't want to keep you very long tonight because I know you got stuff to do, but it's about that time. So you think you want to, before you get out of here, I mean, you can leave whenever you want. I'm not kicking you out. I mean, the bar is not closing.
I got a little bit more time.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that the kids get as much Jesse goodness as possible at a low price. So that's the way we like to keep prices
I'm a cheap
low
date.
around here. So you are, but you do put out, and that's the big thing that matters.
That's all. That's what matters. I try, man.
Let me ask you this.
I can put out.
Do you have a hairy undercarriage? Do you what? No.
I mean, look at me. Do I look like a hairless Grimble kind of guy to you? You see, I brought it back. I held on to it. I brought it back.
Yeah, you got kind of a Robin Williams thing going on there. You probably got the hair sweater and all that shit.
If I ever get a hairless cat, get one of the Sphinx, I'm gonna name him Grimble. Hairless Grimble.
Oh my god.
Hairless Grimble.
Oh my god.
That was a Harry Potter character, wasn't it? Harry Potter and the Hairless Grimble.
Harry
Was that
Potter
it?
and the Adventure of the Hairless Grimble.
No. It was Grimwald, and that was a dick move.
Harry Potter and the bushy undercarriage.
So gross.
Straight to video.
There's probably a porn about that somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
What would be
yeah, if you want more material, God knows I got it. If you want I mean, I could probably whip out another song, or I can throw you a spoken word piece off the new album. Why don't you surprise us? How you feeling? What's your freak flag saying? What's it want you to do? Ooh.
You could do a spoken word for us, since you did a musical tune for us. I'm sure the kids would love to hear
it. Let's do it.
Want to do a spoken word?
Yeah. So I got one. There's a couple reference lines, but this one isn't specifically East Palestine. This one came about when I watched Nina Turner kind of fire up her platitude machine again, right in time for election season, and start serving up these really softball, like just low-hanging fruit tweets. And not to knock low-hanging fruit, for the record, just I want to say, like, it's still fruit, it's still delicious. But,
it's easy to pick.
People
That's
are
for
falling.
sure. Yeah.
People are falling for. That's another great point. Nina is just going for the like easy to, all of a sudden people see a politician saying something they agree with, like, see, she gets it. And it's the same way we were, you know, let off the cliff last time. And so I really wanted to do something very Roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote with her. And I might continue it with a piece about Marianne Williamson, where she's hypnotizing everybody with her orbs, making them donate to Act Blue, or one with Katie Porter, where she's got this magic marker and she can draw a realistic tunnel on a brick wall and everybody crashes into it. I'm really going to lean into the Roadrunner aspect of this, I think, and make a whole like trilogy out of it. But this is about Nina Turner painting an empty swimming pool to look like there's water in it, to look like there's an appeasing blue wave, and people just diving in head first like lemmings, just one after another. And that just felt like a good. That was, as soon as I saw her tweeting again, there was one afternoon I was at work, and then just this materialized. So this is my Nina 24 piece. This is called A Painted Pool. I saw Nina Turner with a roller dipped in ocean blue, spreading life like water in a painted pool. She smoothed the surface out and made a little wave or two, a few convincing ripples and reflections ripe for hazing you and every other vacant fool who saw her build a cage for you and still return to ah and ooh and walk right past the toxic plume to witness Nina's masterpiece, her grand charade, her painted pool. The hints of light that trick your eyes, the trap inside the lapis jewel, that half-imagined voice that tries to lavish you with platitudes and lure you in those baited waters, hook and sinker, absolute. I know you've thought about just diving in it, haven't you? Now that Nina's got you feeling like you're splatterproof. Progressivism ain't a pipeline to the blue side, baby, it's a waiting room. And it leads you to a pool with zero waiting room. And every lemming diving in that painted pool today will not be swayed and can't be saved. I know, I tried to save a few, but I ultimately watched them eat the pavement. Those who get less leisure time than peasants in the Middle Ages. Those for whom a dozen fucking eggs are worth an hour of their wages. Heaven's not a place on earth, and hell is what you make it. And look at us, we made it. America, degraded. Diving in a painted fake oasis on the basis of a break in their enslavement, lined up at the diving board, excited and impatient, pointing fingers halfway round the world to cry invasion, turning backs on human rights at home because the location doesn't fit with our narration. You'll never spot the sanctions if you still deny the occupations. The end came and went. I guess you missed the high note. Like we're gonna miss the last white rhino. The harbinger of end times was floating in the sky, but nobody saw the message past the clouds above Ohio, where BlackRock is demonstrating sell high, buy low. A toxic mass eviction in the heartland. Suddenly your city spans a 15-minute biodome. With cops on every corner, every blink of yours reported, every word that's out of order is summarily recorded. When information's valuable, your privacy's as malleable as safety in a school or your right to an abortion. But we know the face of every thief who came to take our portions, auctioned off our pensions, built 100 bloody warships, and I bet you didn't know you were a donor for it. I bet you didn't know we still do no-knock warrants. Who could have guessed that if unnecessary force is left to officer discretion, the result is something morbid and inhuman and abhorrent? All of which is in your feed and whirling in the torrent. All of which is coursing through the current. All our fate, like Julian's, is hinging on American assurance, which history has proved to be as honest as me telling you it's raining while I'm drenching you with urine, and then telling you that urine's really liquid fucking mustard gas, then ditch it in the pasture land like best of luck and light the match, then telling you to disregard that pestilence that billows past, and all from in the comforts of my safety hatch.
Down in the bunker, there's this massive empty pool that Nina Turner patiently is painting ocean blue. Its depth is deathly shallow, but deception swears it true, and she draws the drooling willing 2 by 2. And that's a painted pool.
That is beautiful. And so true, too.
Thank you.
You know? Nina, there isn't an easy talking point that Nina doesn't like to go after. So,
and it's so sad to see people again just all of a sudden being like, oh shit, maybe we should throw her some of our money. And it's like, bro, at what point are you gonna just stop? Don't give anyone your money. Like, please save your fucking money. My God, save your money.
Right.
I know, right? It's like it's not like people have money to give, period, much less you know, to shysters like that. We got Anthony in the chat, one of our other producers there. Good to see you, Anthony. I think 3 of the 4 of our Patreon patrons are here tonight. So good, y'all could come out, support Jesse, and come listen to some good tunes, some good spoken word stuff there. Jesse, can you stick around? We got
perspective. Oh, I love it.
Oh, the puns, yeah. Death to Tyrants over there. That's just hammering the Putin.
Puns are my love language.
The Putin puns. You know, somebody asked me one time if I was Russian, and I said no. I'm not in a hurry at all. So. Tough room. Jeez Louise. God damn, you think the co-host of the show
gonna make a joke.
No, but my mom and dad made a joke back in the 60s. Hey, what the fuck is this guy talking about? He's off his nut. Yeah, so the French have been doing wonderful things lately. They've been out in the streets, and they've inspired no one in the United States because nobody wants to get out in the streets. I look at the shit on the thing, and I'm like, oh my God, there's like millions of them. And you look at America, and it's like I said before, you know. But there's this video that's been going around. I think it got banned somewhere. It got banned in France or something like that. I think it's called Barracudas. Kitty! Which one is that?
It's Burton.
That's Burton. Burton the kitty cat. Hey, kitty, I'm a kitty, sweet baby kitty. That cat's almost as big as you are, Jimmy. Jesus.
I know.
It's a huge cat.
So big now.
So there's this video I saw on the tweeters, and it's called Barracudas. I think maybe that's the group that put it together, but it's basically just slamming the fuck out of Ukraine, and it's really well done. It's only like a couple minutes, so let me set this up real quick, and we shall get this started. So this is Barracudas. Not to be confused with the Heart song from the 70s, which is excellent. Because that was just one Barracuda. I have to squeeze a couple of testicles to get up to Ann Wilson types octaves, but anyway, so enjoy this. Hopefully this works. We'll see. the people used to they used to shit on the French when I was a kid, right? Because how weak they were in World War II. And then you had freedom fries, and in the early 2000s, you know, when the French weren't on board with us invading Iraq. And now I'm just like, man, the French are just so cool. They are just awesome. They just like no fucks given whatsoever. And you know, you just gotta love what's going on over there. So
hey, I hate to have to cut it short. My little one just woke up, so I need to boogie.
My little one just woke up too, but you know, you don't hear me. That's why the camera's up
That's
here.
for subscribers, right?
Yeah, that'll be Patreons only. So 4 people will get to see my little one. So no, Jesse, thank you so much. We appreciate you coming on.
Oh, of course.
So
yeah, absolutely.
We got your contact.
Hot minute. So.
I know, right? Well, laughter is the best medicine. Come back to the pharmacy anytime, buddy. You can all his information where you can find him on Twitter and on Bandcamp is down below. But Jesse, what you got coming up? Anything coming up on the near future?
I am next weekend, I believe, sitting down finally for an interview with JB, who I've always wanted to get to hang out with. I love his just energy and sense of humor is really good heart.
Yeah.
And then other than that, just starting to work on the next album, which is Love Notes from Gitmo, which will be music again. So yeah.
Right on.
I'm hearing this. I'm hearing the kitty ASMR.
Sorry. It's so loud.
Well, thank you guys again. Seriously, it was so much fun. It really was.
Well, also you can your show is on INN on Tuesday night, every other Tuesday night.
Every
American
other Tuesday.
Tradition.
Sometimes we stretch it out a little bit, but yeah, it'll probably be next Tuesday that we'll be doing another one. So
okay,
yeah,
right
probably
on.
another
Check
Dr.
him out.
Seuss night coming up. We had a lot of fun. I read some Dr. Seuss and H.P. Lovecraft for people one night, and that was really fun double feature. So we might do that again. So
I've seen that picture of you where they got you as Dr. Seuss, and you. It's like you look just like him. I'm just like, you know, that's just beautiful. Or you know, they've got you as a cat in a hat, right? So you got the big hat on, and you got the with the glasses.
That was Cynic's creation. It was flawless.
Right on. Of course, Cynic in the chat too. Good to see you, dear. And thanks, brother. We appreciate you. You have a wonderful evening. And come back and see us. Don't be a stranger.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
All right. See you, brother.
Guys. Thanks again.
Right. That guy's gone.
Oh.
Now we can talk shit about him. Let's see here. No, I just gotta do one thing here. I think that we can do this. Yes. So we're gonna go away from this magic, and we're gonna go to this magic. Dun dun dun. We're a lot closer to the screen. So how you doing? You doing okay over there? You having fun?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. We got just a weird ass cat. It's being weird.
This has been a weird night so far, huh? Isn't it nice to see Jesse? Jesse's good people.
Yeah, it's cool to have somebody on with us.
Yeah, I'm just I don't know. I don't get to see him very often, and you know, he never calls or writes, and he's just you know, they grow up. Anyway, sorry. I get a little verklempt whenever I'm feeling a certain way. So we've got more videos later tonight too. So we still have some time. I just want to make sure you're okay. You know, because I worry about your well-being. You're like, shut the fuck up, dude. What the hell are you saying?
I'm fine. I know. Come on. What do we got? What we got?
I don't know. I got nothing. So, yes, Jim, Dr. Suez on the Jim and Rockford say Dr. Suez, like the Suez Canal. Poutine on the Ritz Jesus. I knew once we opened that can of pun worms, there's no way that shit was ever going to get closed. So, but yeah, I think, I wish I had just a quarter of the musical talent that Jesse has, you know?
Yeah.
And then I could make a quarter. Then I'd be out on the streets, you know, playing love songs with my little hat out there and people throwing in rocks and sticks and, you know, cat poop, that sort of thing. Wait, what? Sorry, pity party, table for one. You okay?
Yep.
Cat poop does it every time. We got more stuff here for you this evening. We have you know, the producer for Jimmy Dore, Miss I think her name is Mischa Paullin. Is that her name?
I don't know.
You don't know? I don't know either. No, I do know. I'm just being silly. I'm stalling for time too as I open these windows. So anyway, so she does videos now, and I don't know why Jimmy doesn't play them on his show, because she's very talented. He does every once in a while, but it seems like, you know, she needs to get some more airplay. So this is, like I said, this is Mischa, and hopefully this works. We shall see. Boop. So there she is. Yeah.
Last week, the UK announced it will supply Ukraine with depleted uranium munitions for $1 million. Which of the following is true of depleted uranium? A. It poisons the land for decades to come. B. It causes cancer and kidney failure to those exposed. C. To use it indicates a terrible escalation. Or D. The depleted uranium from the UK is actually fair trade, organic, and patriotic.
The answer is obviously A, B, and C.
Those are no longer options. When is it okay to blow up a network of offshore natural gas pipelines?
Wait, what happened to the last question?
A, when a successful Russian economy threatens US hegemony. B, if we promise to clean it up with a wet, dry shop vac. C, on National Spaghetti Day. Or D, it depends on the air quality index.
I hate this show.
I hate this show. That's good stuff. So that's Mischa Paullin. Was it Mick Paullin on Twitter, on the tweeters? So check her out there. Oh, how's your week been, Jimmy? Have you been have you recovered some? I know people may not know this, that Jimmy was actually on Extra Bulla Live this week too, and she got to talk about some of the stuff that was the aftermath of all that snow and stuff. And we're just glad that you're safe and got some food in your belly. You know, are you still out there shoveling snow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I shoveled some more this week, and then took my kid out snowboarding today. So. Yeah, I'm constantly in snow, like just nonstop. It still hasn't all melted either, so yeah.
Did you snowboard yourself? Do you do that? No.
Nope. I do not want to hurt myself. Not at all.
You don't snowboard. You don't ski. You don't. Do you roller skate or anything like that?
Not anymore. No, I don't do none of that stuff no more. I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt myself. I'm getting old. I don't heal like I used to.
Yeah, you don't want a broken coccyx. Was it coccyx? Is that what it's called? Your tailbone? Coccyx?
Right.
I keep saying coccyx.
Oh, I already have one of those, so.
You have a coccyx?
I guess. Or a tailbone. It's like a messed up one, so I don't do any, no.
Do you ever wish that you had a vestigial tail? Like a little puppy dog tail, you know, like beep, 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 beep. Like when you're happy, that people would know you're happy when your little vestigial tail? No. I guess it'd be hard to sit down on, huh? No?
Yeah.
What?
No, I'm good.
I've done that before. I've done all that stuff. I've done roller skating, fell on my ass. I've went skiing, fell on my ass. Couldn't even get up on the water skis. I tried water skiing one time. Just couldn't. I'm too top heavy. I don't have balance. It's like it would pull. They would pull me out of the water. I'd go flying forward and I would hit face first into the water. And I said, "This is fun. This is what y'all do for fun."
Right.
This is like some waterboarding shit. They did this to people in Iraq. I don't want to do this for fun. Get the fuck out of here. So I compromised. So while they did the water ski, I would get on the big giant inner tube. So all you got to do is sit in it, and then the boat pulls you around the lake, and that's great, and then it slings you around. You're like, woo, woo. That's fun. And then you don't have to have balance. You just have to be able to hold on for dear life. So
right.
Yeah. You ever done that? You ever done the inner tube?
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
I think everybody's done the inner tube, whether they're big swimmers or not. They at least got out there and did a little floaty. So, but I like that. I don't like being out on a lake though. I guess I've seen too many movies, and I'm always afraid of those fish that you ever heard of those fish in the Amazon that they're like really, really tiny, but like if you're in a river or something, if you're I guess a woman too, but if you're a dude and you start peeing in the water, this little fish will like swim up your stream into your pee-pee, and then it'll try to back out, and it has like the little fins on it, and it's trying to
Yep.
That's that's okay. Anyway, Les Bone says Burton is so cute. Yes, Burton is
He's
so
a
sweet.
pain in my butt. He wants so much attention right now.
Burton, I like cats like that. I've never had cats like my cats. My cats would just kind of show up in my lap and then fall asleep. But like, you couldn't like turn them and twist them and all that kind of stuff, where they're just like, like that.
Right.
I mean, look at him. Look at that face.
I know.
Look at
It's
that.
crazy. I know. He's
Aw.
so wild. He just takes whatever I give him. He just plops down and takes it. He's so awesome, though. You saying hi, Mr. Burton?
I saw this thing on I like to watch cat videos, but I also like to watch these videos about cats, like 10 ways you know that your cat likes you, kind of thing. And one of them is the squinting thing. So if you like, the cat kind of sees you and just kind of does this little squinty thing, that means they like you. That means they're comfortable with you. Also, if they lay on the floor or whatever and they expose their belly, that means they trust you. They're not, that doesn't necessarily mean they're inviting you to rub their belly. It just means, hey, I don't fear you. You don't necessarily have to rub my belly, but if you want to, I guess we can deal with that for a few seconds. So yeah, the slow close of the eyes, SD. Good to see you, SD. Welcome aboard. But yeah, so I mean, cats are fascinating. I respect, I like dogs, but I respect cats more because cats pretty much know what they want and they don't want. Dogs are just like, they're just all over the place and licking faces, and they don't care. They're just like, dogs are hoes. Dogs are straight up hoes. They just like, cats are just like a little more, discriminating tastes, as it were.
Yeah.
But one other thing too, if a dog's wagging his tail, that means it's happy. If a cat's wagging its tail, not happy. Not happy one bit. Especially if it's like this side to side business. If the tail's sticking up, that means they're usually in a good mood. They're just like, hey, what's what's up? Yo, check out my shit. But, you know, if it's side to side and they're like, motherfuckers, somebody's going to get it. But I do like cats, though. I'm very jealous, though. I like the furry ones, too, like that. Although the fur would be all over the place here, I'm pretty sure, but it'd be totally worth it.
Yeah, he's about to have his first summer as a full-grown adult, so this summer. So we're about to see how the hair is going to go.
Okay. Well, I know, right? I'm in the same boat, too. I usually keep my hair as long as I can. But once June hits, that's when the heat starts coming and the humidity, and that's when it starts getting a little stupid around here. So that's when the old hair has to. So, but I always fear, and I know you don't like you like the long rock star hair. If I had air conditioning, I'd keep the hair all year round. I promise you. The beard too. But I always have this fear, like every year when I usually get the clippers and just buzz it. I haven't been to a barber, I think, in 15 years. I think it was 2008 was the last time I went to a barber. Because their shit's expensive. You know, going to a barber. Like up these fucking hipster barber shops here. They want $30 for a haircut. And then you gotta tip them too. Where'd the fucking tip come from? I never did that shit. You don't tip a barber. What the hell? I don't know how they do it in like boutiques and stuff like that. But barbershop, I don't know. Maybe I'm just old fashioned and cheap. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm cheap. I don't want to pay for that. So I just get the clippers and I buzz it down. But then I kind of look like American History X. And, you know, people tend to be a little bit like, oh, hey, heading to the Klan meeting, Bob? And I'm like, no, I'm not a white supremacist. I'm just cheap. I don't have air conditioning. Come on. So anyway, so that's
How can you do that every year?
How can I do it every year?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Deal with somebody calling you a skinhead every year just because you shave your head.
I look at it like this. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but damn, I'm gonna sweat my ass off if my hair's long. So fuck it. They can call me white supremacist all they want. You know, I'm a fast runner. I can run away. You know, I'm not gonna curb stomp anybody. Jesus. You know, that was the thing in American History X is the curb stomping scene. Very disgusting. But you know, I kind of want to try it sometime, like with a watermelon or something, you know, to practice. And then and maybe I'm one of my enemies in the future. I don't know. I probably shouldn't say that, especially since I'm recording this. Anyway, don't do drugs, do school. So we got another video. If you want to watch this, Jimmy, is it? Correct. So, my buddies over there at Do Dissidents, Keaton and Russell, did a little bit about Russell's great grandfather and how he was the one who came up with hip hop, was the inventor of hip hop. An old white Jewish guy came up with hip hop. So let's take a look at this, and hopefully you enjoy it.
This week, the Sunday Funny has to do with a personal story about the Dobular family, because a certain something came up on one of our previous streams last Sunday or last Thursday that we feel we should address. So, Russell, you want to take the floor for a minute?
Okay, so I misspoke a little bit last Sunday, and I'll take responsibility for that. I said that hip hop came out of Sugar Hill, which is to the north of where I am in Harlem. And that was wrong. And a lot of people came into the comments and, you know, they were getting really fiery about it. It came out of the Bronx. And then people were talking about the exact address, 1520 Sedgwick Avenue, and the exact neighborhood, Morris Heights, that it came out of, and the exact DJ Cool Herc. And I don't know if people are just ignorant of the history of hip hop and don't know the Dobular name, Like, I don't know if they were messing with me. Maybe they know the whole story. But actually, most musicologists believe that my great grandfather, Menachem Dobular, was the first hip hop artist. It was something he stumbled into by accident. He ran a Victrola repair pushcart on the Lower East Side, and he would very often be repairing more than one Victrola at the same time. And he'd be moving the records to make sure that the repair was properly done. And he also used to swear a lot in Yiddish. So one day his wife, Sadie, got out a wax cylinder and recorded this. And he listened to it. He said, you know what? That sounds pretty good. Let's run it up the flagpole, see who salutes. So he only released one album because nobody really saluted. And we have that track. It's a self-titled album, Menachem Dobular. So
Here we
we'll
go.
give that a listen.
Track 1.
Very catchy.
I can't give it away on 7th Avenue.
I can't give it away on 7th Avenue.
Jewish space lasers.
There we go. Fucking A, Jewish space lasers. What'd you think of that, Jimmy? Good stuff?
I guess.
Yeah?
That wasn't true, right?
No, it's April
Is that
Fool's.
true? Okay.
That was April Fool's for you, since it's still April Fool's where you're at. So, did you get April Fooled today?
No.
You didn't? Why not? Why didn't you get April Fooled? I don't get it. Are you too hip to that kind of thing?
No, I didn't want to do anything April Fool's because I was celebrating my kid's birthday. So I just didn't feel like doing any of that. So
what? I figured you would
Plus,
lie
I'm
to
horrible.
your.
Like I go full extreme, or I can't think of anything. So
I always have to make up shit on the fly. I don't really. I'm not a good liar, you know. So, and if I do have to lie, I usually like to prepare in advance. Like if I'm going to lie to my job and call out for the day, I like to make it a nice grandiose lie. Like I always say something like, I saved 4 children from a burning house. So I can't come in because my lungs are full of soot. So I say soot. Some people say soot. Do you say soot?
Yes.
You don't say suit?
Mm-mm.
I shouldn't ask you about pronunciation since, you know, when we talk about
right.
When we talk about appendages and dairy products, right? Legs and eggs.
Right. Yeah, I'm the worst person to ask about pronunciations.
Gamer says, I don't care for April Fools anymore. Right? I don't blame you. It's like, I think I put this on Twitter today. I said, this is the only day where you can get away with lying to people with little to no repercussions, or as politicians call it, Saturday. So,
Yeah, I saw a Twitter post today that says, I don't need to celebrate April Fool's Day because every day my life is a joke.
Aw.
I like that. That was a good one.
It's kind of sad.
I live in America. Come on now. You're telling me every day isn't a joke?
Pity party, table for one.
I'm talking about America in itself, not my personal life.
Oh wait, you did that? You put that joke out? No?
I wish I was that good.
Oh. You wish you had those. You wish you had that shitty kind of life. Huh? You're like, damn it!
Right.
Why can't I have a shitty life?
Right.
It's real easy. Just remember you're an American. And yeah, that's how that works.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
what
I
I thought too. I was like, I live in America, so that kind of works really well.
I just told people I was pregnant, so you know. I got a lot of well wishes. You know, somebody asked me where the reveal party was, and I said it was going to be at I think I said something about it at a abandoned Rite Aid at a strip mall in Indiana somewhere or something like that. So, when I get one of those balloons from the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and just pop it, and it's like, it's blue, it's a boy, pink, it's a girl. But I mean, like, it's blue and pink though. Those are that's like old school. That's how do they do? I mean, with all the different kind of genders that there are now, how do you do a gender reveal party for a kid, right? I mean, I guess when they're an infant, they're pretty much either one or the other, right? I mean, how does that work? What do you think?
I don't think they just don't do a gender reveal party. Probably, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm old. I don't have
like
kids anymore. So.
Yeah, but you know people who have kids, right? Don't you know? Did anybody you know have a newborn baby recently? Did anybody you know have a reveal party?
Mm-mm. Only people I've seen that have reveal parties are like rich people that want to do like an extra party for a baby.
I mean, is that like a relatively new thing? I've never heard of a reveal party until like a few years ago.
Yeah,
you know?
I had no idea. Your pretty much gender reveal party is you at the hospital with the thing on your stomach, and the lady's like, "Oh, there's a peepee," or "Oh, there's a girl," and then that's that. There you go. That's how you know. Yay!
Oh, there's a hairy undercarriage. We don't know what this is, so
Right.
they brought it back. Brought it all the way back to the hairy
did.
undercarriage. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that at all. But yeah. So I was watching Beauty and the Boomer earlier this evening, and they had on this thing, and Oz said we should have it on there, but I can't seem to find it anywhere. But it's like, I know something you attach to your phone, and it's a pair of lips. Have you seen that? It's like, so if you want to make out with the person that's on the phone, and the lips will move like their lips moves, and so you could like, you could kiss your phone, but it's like actual lip. It almost looks like a sex toy, but there's no hole. There's no hole for anything. It's just lips, and it's just like where this is, it's just like it's solid under there. There's no hole. So,
Weird.
yeah, right. I wish I had a video of that, but I don't have a video of it. I could go get it, but I don't know.
No,
I don't like to repeat. I don't like to repeat what Beauty and the Boomer does. So, you know, you already saw that. You just saw that earlier. You want to see different stuff when you come on here. And speaking of different stuff, Jimmy, did you know they found an alien in a Turkish cave?
Maybe.
You don't know about this?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure this is for all those still in the what is it? In the Mountain and Pacific time zones, it's still April 1st, so this is for you. Apparently this has got to be fake, but it's just funny to see, because I just like watching people get scared for bullshit reasons. So this is an alien that they found in a cave in Turkey. May God have mercy on our souls.
Okay.
Hocam. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hocam bu ne ya? Ana. Oğlum. O ne? Hocam. Vallahi içeride bir şey var. Var ya, burada bir şey sıkışmış bak. Taşın içinde bir şey var. Ana ne avradı hocam? Hocam.
Did you see that? They're gonna show it again. What? That's crazy. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Do you think that's real?
No.
Velvet said, this better not be Jake Uger. That's good stuff. Yes, that could be Chupacabra. The goat sucker. Are you, do you believe in the Il Chupacabra?
I mean, I guess there could be some kind of weird animal that we've never seen before. Sure.
You ever heard of the Montauk monster?
Sounds familiar.
Montauk is at the east end of Long Island, right? And apparently this corpse of this thing washed up on the shore, and it looked like, it's very hard to describe. It was like a cross between a dog and a pig, but it didn't have any hair, and it had like these weird fucking teeth. And yeah, it was pretty nasty looking. So okay. And apparently a chupacabra is like a little bitty thing, like maybe like 2 or 3 feet tall. It looks like a fucked up dog, I believe. So yeah. So anyway, I guess maybe we should wrap it up. It's
Are
you look
sure?
like you look like you're about to pass out, sweetie.
I am so poopered. I'm so sorry. I'm trying. I have no
She's not
coffee. I
trying.
ran out of coffee. I am
She's
so
not trying.
done.
And well, I see you have enough energy for excuses, so
That's right.
that's good.
I just wanted
we-
coffee and I don't have coffee.
I'm sorry, sweetie. Life's a bitter mistress sometimes. So
I know. I know.
yeah, it's probably good to go ahead and get out of here. And I don't think I have anything else video wise either. So
Are you sure?
Yeah, you're.
I mean, I
about
could
to
go
pass
another
out.
hour. I'm solid.
No,
I'm so solid.
No,
I'm solid.
You won't. You're not gonna make it another 10 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Because I don't want you.
Gotta get rid of me.
I don't want you to pull a me and pass out on StreamYard. So.
No way. I would never. It would never. I would tough it out.
No coffee. You're entering dangerous territory there.
I would tough it out.
You sure? You
Yep.
You want to go another 2 hours?
No.
One thing, so in that video clip from Do Dissidents, there was one little soundbite that we didn't add in there, that was in there later in the video, but it's Keaton, and he's doing he's reading one of the lyrics to Menachem Dobular's song, and it goes a little something like this.
Schlepping through my shtetl on Ludlow Street, saw a shiksa with a tuchus too sweet for a sheet.
I don't know what that means.
Do you want to hear it again?
No. Wait.
Schlepping through my shtetl on Ludlow Street.
Schlepping through my shtetl on Ludlow Street. That means I'm walking through my neighborhood on Ludlow Street.
Saw a shiksa with a tuchus too sweet for a sheet. Schlepping through my...
Saw a shiksa with a tuchus. Saw this hot chick with a nice butt. Too sweet for a sheet. Now, too sweet for a sheet is reference to, I think it's some sort of like Orthodox Jewish thing where they have sex with each other, but there's a sheet between them, right? I don't know I don't know anything about Judaism, But I do know a little something about the sheet in between and the sex. So if she's too sweet for a sheet, that means you want to look at her. See? So that's what that was about. You're welcome. I'm pretty sure you needed to know all that information right now.
What?
You still with us?
Yeah, no, I thought you were going to play the rest of it and tell me what the rest of it meant.
No, I did. That's what I did. That was it.
Oh, that was all of it?
Yeah, well, you can hear it one more time.
Schlepping through my shtetl on Ludlow Street, saw a shiksa with a tuchus too sweet for a sheet.
I don't know what shiksa means. Oh, a Gentile. Shiksa is a Gentile? Okay. I just thought it meant hot chicks because, he's talking about hot chicks. So maybe he's too sweet for a sheet.
So
then that makes sense.
People that are non-Jewish have our own words. Like we have our own names. We have a name, like a normie.
I guess they call us shiksas, apparently. I don't know. I don't know anything about Jewish people. All I know is the Orthodox folks wear some really cool hats. I like those hats. They're very nice hats. I'm a hat kind of guy. But it has to be, it can't be just any old hat, but I like hats. Oh, a shiksa is a Gentile girl. That's what Nadia says. So thank you for that. So you come to this show, you learn, you get some education. So anyway, that's the Due Dissidents boys.
Birthing person. Thank you.
Birthing person.
Yeah.
I think you used that bit last week, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm staying with it. It's mine forever. It's the only time I made a funny joke that made myself laugh in a while. So I'm going to write it out until it's not funny for me anymore.
Shiksa? I didn't even call her. I don't do this shit anymore. Fuck it. Anyway. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. You're going to pass out. You're the worst. The Orthodox Jews do not consider mainstream conservative Judaism or Reform Judaism as Judaism. I know nothing about Judaism. All I know is you will not catch folks in those cool clothes out on Saturday. They ain't doing nothing on Saturday. Sunday, yes. Sunday, all day long. But not Saturday. Hey, what's up, Oz? Good to see you, Oz, in the chat. YouTube is radioactive these days. Be careful. Exactly, Oz. So, just so you know, Oz and Shonda over there at Beauty and the Boomer got dinged for a 4-year-old video, and you guys are you guys have been suspended for 90 days, 3 months. That's crazy. For a 4-year-old video about some just random stuff. So, YouTube is just garbage. So, we're also streaming on Rockfin and Twitch tonight. So, don't want to ignore my Rockfin chat over here. Sorry, Jim. Jim holding it down over there. Jim says, use your Shiksa safety razor on the grundle.
Oh, no.
Use your Shiksa safety razor on the grundle.
Oh, my God.
So, but you can catch Shannon and Oz on Rockfin, too. And Rumble. I guess you guys are on Rumble, too, right? So that's why you gotta diversify your platforms. If you're a streamer, make sure you got more than one place to stream, because the man will try to bring you down. So it's good to do that. So I don't know. I guess that's all I got for this week. I just wanted to see get Jesse on here. Jesse asked to come on too. I told him a while back though. I said you have an open invite anytime you can come on. And like you said, he's family guy. He got a little guy. and his gig too, and and his work on INN and stuff. So it's he's a busy guy. So we appreciate the times that we can get Jesse to come on here, and I believe that's the first time he's been on here while you've been on here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, hopefully we can make this a regular thing. We'll get Jesse on. I'd like to get more music people on here too. Preferably ones that won't give us a copyright strike.
Right.
Those are our favorites. We love that kind of music. So hopefully that'll happen in the future. So yeah, it's almost 2:00 here, so we'll go ahead and call it. What do you got going on this week, Jimmy?
I just got my show Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, there you go.
Right on. Tomorrow or today, depending on your geography, at 4 p.m. Sunday, today or tomorrow, I'm going to have Marcus Cage on Mundus Ultra. So it's going to be a good one too. It's going to be jam-packed, probably about a 2-hour show. Normally we go about an hour, but my buddy Marcus has some mad knowledge. We're going to be talking about weird shit in the Bible. So he's very up on that kind of stuff, and he's kind of like Marcus is like the Black Graham Hancock to me. He's like, he's got like this mad knowledge of history and particularly of the Bible. And there's all kinds of weird shit in the Bible too. So we're going to have fun with that tomorrow. And then Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern, we are going to have on Extra Bulla Live, we're going to have Misty Winston. She's going to be on. She's promoting this event that's going on. I believe it's April 11th down in D.C. It's the 4-year anniversary of Julian Assange imprisonment in Belmarsh Prison in the UK. So she's going to be talking about that event and how you can get involved, how you can call your Congress people to help free Julian Assange. Every little bit helps. We need to get these journalists out of prison and replace them with warmongers and genocidal maniacs, aka ex-presidents and current president too. We throw the vice president in there too. All that good stuff. So yeah, so that's all coming up next couple of days for me. And I don't think anything else is going on the rest of the week. Actually, tonight went by. I technically, from a technical aspect, I think tonight went pretty smooth. It went a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be. So, I'm always worried about that. I just don't want to. I don't like putting on a shit show because that would be art imitating life, because life is a shit show.
That's right. Every day.
Every damn day. So anyway, Jimmy, go get you some sleep, and I'm going to do the same. I want to thank everybody that showed up this evening. If you're watching this tonight, thank you for joining us. If you're watching this in the future, thanks for giving us a view. And like I said, if you're new, like, share, and subscribe, please. If you want to help support the show, we have our link trees pinned in the comments. There's also down in the description below. Every little bit helps. And we really appreciate all that you do for us, supporting us, and just being cool people. We grow this show organically. It's like some people say, well, why don't you have more subs? Why aren't you like doing more sub things? And I'm like, well, we get people to watch, and if they like it, then hopefully they stick around. And if they stick around and want to watch more and more and more, then they become part of the family. So, it's nice that the growth is slow, but it's steady, and I like the way it's going, because I think it gives us a better opportunity to thank you for supporting us, and you know, that's why it's main reason I do this show. I can't speak for Jimmy. Jimmy has her ulterior motives for doing this show. But I do it because I don't have any friends in real life, so I have to I have my digital friends in the thing.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah, but that's by our design, though. We just don't deal with people on purpose.
Exactly. Exactly.
Aw. We love you too, Brandy. She says we love you guys. So hey, Aussie, good to see you. You're just in time for the end. But that's okay. You can always rewind and watch this. So yeah, we'll be back. Jimmy and I will be back next week. I don't know if we'll have a guest host or not with us or not. We'll see. But this is fun. Kind of throwing it around with Jesse. He's funny too. I mean, he's great. He's a great musician, but he's just funny as hell. And he'll just rattle off this just random shit, and I'm just eating it up, because it's like I'm probably the only one, except maybe Oz and Willie and maybe a few others in the chat, that get these references. What's up, Mouse FF SF? Good to see you. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. Any last words for the kiddies?
Stay high. Clean up after yourself. That's about it.
Yeah, and don't make noises like that, because you might wake the dead. Wash your ass, keep it clean. You never know when people are gonna come sniffing around. So have a great week, everybody. Happy April to you. We'll see you next week. Deuces. Harry Undercarriage.
Shut up, bitch!
Groovy.